Welcome to today. Signs of a blind spot in your communication with your partner. That's the topic of discussion for today. I'm Shauna White, relationship coach for spiritually awake couples, and I want to read you a couple of posts that illustrate something. Wow, something interesting happened with my computer now. Oh man, my mouse is a little crazy. Okay. The effort you just saw me put in paid off. Okay. All right, so here we go. This person says, my fiance is sweet, kind, and thoughtful most of the time, and we typically get along great. Sometimes when he gets stressed or overwhelmed, we will argue, and he seems to be the instigator, but he'll say, I'm the one picking the fight. That is a tip-off that, yes, of course, when people are stressed, they are more likely to not perform at their best and argue or say things that are a little more explosive or less gentle. But the fact that he says that she's the instigator, or that he says that she's the one picking the fight, that's a clue that the way that she's communicating with him is applying pressure, and she doesn't know it. So this is a huge issue in relationships, and it's one of the major issues that I help people address so that intimacy can flow freely. Because basically, if there's pressure, if partners are applying pressure to each other in their communication, it's a mood wrecker. Who the heck wants to be physically intimate with someone when you're annoyed with them, or you feel like they're, they won't let you just be? I think that one of the most beautiful discoveries I made as I found my way to be in relationship in a way that allows my partner to just be, and I found also that I could just be. These two things were both happening at the same time. I found such a sense of like loyalty and commitment that came naturally out of that place, because when you can actually just be yourself with your partner, what a beautiful, safe place to be. And so many of my relationship experiences prior to the one that I'm having now were a place where I had shoulds in my own mind, but I also had pressures coming from my partner that wouldn't allow me to just be. And I think that's one of the most basic human needs. So I want to read you another post, and I congratulated this woman. She says, I used to get so mad at my man for not reassuring me in a gentle, nice way. That's a confession of a controlling type of a need. And also for him being very defensive when I brought up an issue. That's a flag of her applying pressure. So yeah, sometimes people have glitches in their personality, but usually what we're experiencing when we get pushback is that we're applying pressure. So though he is toxic for that trait of his, she says, he has proven to me that he would do anything for me. Now we're hearing the quality of love and the vision and the commitment that he shows up with, and that he actually, we're hearing what he wants. He actually wants a beautiful love connection with her. So he has provided for me and will always provide for me, even if I'm still bothered by the small thing. After finally letting him be when he didn't please my need for reassurance, he shows me that he still loves me. She let the pressure off, and she found out when she let the pressure off that he fills the space. So the pursuit of needs, the feeling of lack that we have inside ourselves, that we try to fix the relationship, applies a pressure that breaks the relationship. But she found a way in her mind to be free from the compulsion to to try to fix the relationship. She let off the pressure, and then he started to fill the space that she gave him. Everybody in my life told me to leave him and that things would never get better. But in reality, I just had to care less. That's her version. I was trying to get an exact response from him, control, and she admits that was toxic on my part. After caring less, meaning allowing more, and not arguing over little things, and just leaving it be, we have been so happy. And it truly tells me that sometimes, even if all the research points to them being toxic and terrible, that maybe you could change something too to make it work if you really want it. I think that's so beautiful. I congratulated her because so many people have that struggle in their relationship. And it's huge that she was able to see that and make that shift. And that is most of the time the shift that I'm helping people make when I'm helping them with their relationship. I have a program called Rebalancing Relationship where I teach one person in a relationship 5 communication skills that rebalance how they show up. And the effect is that they find how to get balanced in self-care inside themselves and let the pressure off of their partner so that intimacy can flow freely, like this woman discovered. The struggle that people have that I help them navigate successfully is that if I don't address my needs, then I go out of balance in my self-care. And it's like either my partner suffers because I try to control them to take care of myself, or I suffer because I allow my partner to be the way he or she wants to be, and I take it in the shorts instead, right? Who's going to take it in the shorts? Who's going to have to compromise? Who's going to have to not take care of themselves so that the other person gets taken care of? That's this push or pull that a lot of people find themselves stuck in their relationship. And it's heartbreaking because they're in the relationship because they love their partner and they want to feel connection and they want to feel unity and they want to feel that things are wonderful and things can be wonderful. But relationship is a beautiful challenge that takes us to greater depths of, I want to say, spiritual attainment. And what do I mean by that is greater depths of fulfillment, of love and beauty and harmony. But we have to grow deeper to be there. So if we were just by ourselves, and a lot of people do kind of give up on the relationship thing and they just choose a spiritual life. They're like, I have a great relationship with God. I feel great inside myself when I can just be myself. And it never works in relationships. So screw the relationship thing. I'm giving up on that. And I'm just going to go with God. And that's okay if people want to make that decision. But relationship challenges us to go deeper in our relationship with God so that we can solve the question of how to be in alignment in ourselves, totally in our self-care, and at the same time merge with another human being. That is a more complex challenge than to just be in our alignment in connection with God by ourselves. And so it's hard, but there is a skill set that you can intentionally develop that makes it so much easier, that opens the way of how do you find that sweet spot where you feel amazing and allowed to be your authentic self. And at the same time, you're allowing your partner to be their authentic self, his or her authentic self. And you actually find a harmonious flow where you can merge with each other in that space of allowing each of you to be your true selves. So that's what I want for you. And if you feel like you want any support with that, then shoot me a a DM and we'll chat about it. And otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I hope you find a space of alignment and allowing with your partner. And I will talk to you soon.